Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to do a first impressions. I actually already did this, but the video didn't turn out like the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to redo it, which is probably a good thing because I kind of have like a better idea on how I feel about these products because I've used them 2 times now. So yeah, I kind of have like a better idea of like if I like them or if I don't. And I don't have a ton of products, but I just figured I would try them and show you, and yeah, we can play with makeup. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get started. Okay, so the first product I'm gonna go in with is this Prime and Lock Longwear Eyeshadow Primer from Makeup Revolution. And I usually don't use eyeshadow primer, but for some reason, this intrigued me. So we're gonna see if I like this more than concealer. I'm acting like I'm trying these for the first time. I actually tried this once before, but I did like how it applied, or how it like held shadow. And I didn't have any problems with it blending or anything. And I was worried about it kind of being thick, but it's actually like a pretty thin formula, which is nice. It also doesn't have like a ton of coverage, but it has enough to where it's covering what I want it to cover. Okay, so now that that is applied, I'm gonna go in with the Impulsive palette by Melt Cosmetics. So the last time I tried this, I didn't like the look that I created, but I really liked this palette. So I'm gonna try and see if I think I just tried to do like a color combo that I wasn't happy with, and yeah, I tried to do something weird and it didn't work out. So we're gonna figure something out with colors that I like that match better. But this so far is amazing. So I think I wanna do this one all over the lid. It's called Go Getter. It's like kind of like a metallic red orangey. So that's where I'm gonna start. Okay, so I'm just taking this on a flat packing brush and I'm just gonna place it on the lid. That is just so pretty. It's like a very unique shade. It has like pink reflect in it too, which kind of complements my hair, so I'm liking that. And I want to do like a really rounded look, so I'm not going to wing it out. I'm just going to really create that dome shape. That is a good color. Okay, so I'm just going to take a clean, fluffy brush and just start buffing out those edges. It almost has like a peachy reflect. Ooh, it has a lot of different reflects in it. It's freaking cool. Oh, I kind of like almost don't want to put anything else on the top. But should I? Never, like before this palette, I've never tried Melt shadows, but I've heard everyone rave about them, so I felt like this was a good palette to start with because it kind of has a mixture of like a lot of their other palettes or their stacks or everything like that. So I'm very happy with it. The last look I did, I used this blue shade in the palette that's like a metallic blue. And that is like seriously one of the prettiest blues ever. It has like purple and pink and like a little bit of like baby blue reflect. Oh, it is so cool. It's cool because you look at these palettes and a lot of them are like, okay, yeah, like that's a pretty shade, but I've seen it before, or like, yeah, and then you swatch it or you put it on your eyes and it just like, it's completely different than you thought. Like, oh, it's just so beautiful. It blends out so nicely too. Like it takes a little while to blend it out, but once it does, it like diffuses so pretty. The mattes, I did try the mattes the last time I used this, and they blend out so well. Like, as soon as you put them on your eyes, they're blended. And they're really, really, really pigmented as well. So, that's always a good thing. Okay, I do have this cream eyeshadow. It's a glitter cream eyeshadow by Ulta, and it's in the shade Psych. So I think I want to, it has like a pinky purple reflect, and I kind of want to put this on top of it and see what it does. Could be a disaster, could not be, we'll see. I'm just taking it on that same brush. I'm gonna pat it over. This is definitely like more translucent, like it's more the glitter that's showing. Like there's not a lot of base pigment to it, which is fine because I really love that shade underneath. That's pretty, but like it was like $8 I think, and I don't know if I would pay $8 for that again. So that's my opinion on that. It honestly didn't do much. I mean, like you can see like glitter particles, but honestly it didn't do much. But that's okay. So I'm gonna clean up underneath my eyes just in case there was any fallout, and then I will be right back. Oh, and I'm gonna do my brows. Done. Okay, so here's the thing with the next product. I got this Kaja, I think that's how you pronounce it, blur drops, and they're really cool. Like the texture of them is like really interesting. It almost reminds me of like my favorite Touch and Soul primer, like the No Problem primer. It almost has that texture, but it's like more gel-like. But I kind of felt like the last time I used it with the next product I'm gonna use, it like made it slippery. It didn't break up, but it made it slippery, like it didn't want to stick. So I was thinking about using the Milk Grip Hydro Grip primer underneath it to see if it holds a little bit better. So I'm gonna try that this time. So I'm gonna put on the Milk Makeup Grip Primer first. And it was mainly doing it on my nose, so I'm gonna put it there first. I usually never do my brows first, but I just wanted to get it out of the way. But every time I do it, I remember how much I hate like going around my brows after. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Kaja primer. I'm taking like a half a pump because I think maybe last time I used it a little bit too much, but I really liked it under my eyes. It's like smoothing almost. Like obviously the name says blur drop, so I was expecting it, but it also claims, I think it claims to be hydrating. Oh no, weightless water primer, which sounds hydrating to me, so. It's just a very interesting product. Okay, so I let that sit on my face for like a minute or two. And now I'm gonna go in with the Juvias Place I Am Magic Concealer. This was like, oh, I was so excited to try this. And I'm in the shade 23. I've only used it twice, so I can't say like it's my favorite, but I'm really liking it. It's a lot different than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like really like thick and matte and, you know, like full cover, which it is full coverage, but it's not like heavy like I thought it was going to be. It's very thin, and it's actually, I don't know if it's because I've been using it with the Kaja primer, but it seems like very dewy to me for, like, I just assumed it was matte. I don't know why, but I'm using this as foundation too, because on a day-to-day basis, that's what I do. Like, I don't go in with foundation. I just use my concealer as foundation because I don't like feeling like a lot of makeup on my skin. Like, I just don't like that feeling. And if it gets messed up, like, it's easier to fix if you have less makeup on instead of like a heavy base. All right, so that's where we're starting. Okay, so like for day-to-day coverage, this is like perfect for me. But since I'm doing like a funky eye, I just want more coverage underneath the eye because I do have really dark circles. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more right in the inner portion. This does build pretty well, so that's nice. You can see it's kind of like, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it does have like kind of like a glow to it, which it just shocked me. I just thought it was gonna be matte, but how many times have I said that? Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna set my face with powder and just do like bronzer and blush, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I put on my powder, my bronzer, and my blush. And the next product I have is this highlighter palette. And I'm really excited I got this. I can't remember who I saw trying this. I can't remember who I saw trying this. I want to say the Talia or the Taylor. I don't know. Yeah. Her name's Taylor. And she reviews so many products. She's very thorough, and I really like her reviews. But I think it was her, and she tried this CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner palette, and the tone of it looks like it would go with my skin tone pretty well because I am so fair, so I have to get like lighter highlighters, obviously. And these tones kind of reminded me of the my favorite highlighter from Fenty Beauty, the Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, I think that's what it's called. And so those tones kind of reminded me of that, so I wanted to try it. And you guys, this is like more intense than the Fenty one, and it's so pretty. It's like, it looks like wet on your skin. It's so good. So I'm just kind of mixing all of them. Like, I just tap my brush into all of them and then tap off the excess. Ooh. Look at that. What the fuck? If you do not like intense highlighters, like, don't use this. Ooh. But it, like, at least on me, I don't feel like it emphasizes texture. I mean, any highlighter is going to emphasize texture, but like for being such a really bold highlight, it's not emphasizing like you would expect it to, I guess. That is just so pretty. I think that's my new fave. which is awesome because it's drugstore. I think I got this on sale, but I think it was like $12, maybe 15-ish. Like it was like $12 to $15, but for 3 highlighters, like they're all good. I love all of them. So yeah, that's like a steal. That's like half the price of the Fenty one, and you get like 3 times the product. So that is a fave. Okay, so let's move back into the eyes because I think we're done with the face for now. Okay, I think I'm gonna do like a really dark lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in with Boss Lady. Can you see that? Yeah. I'm gonna go in with Boss Lady, and I'm just gonna take that on a little pencil brush. I'm gonna actually do this side. I'm gonna like stamp that on the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush just with nothing on it and really smoke that out. I'm just like laying it flat like underneath my eye and then just going back and forth really gently just on the edges. I'm gonna go back in with that to intensify it. Yeah, that looks pretty. Love that color. It's like it kind of looks more reddish in the pan, but it's like a deep plum purple. It's very pretty. Okay, and now, I don't know if this is gonna look good. I may fuck up the look, but I really wanna show you this blue color, which is this one. It's called Tipsy. It is, like, you're not gonna tell in the pan, but it is so cool. So I wanna put that like close to my lower lash line as well and smoke that out. So I think I'm just gonna take that, wipe that little pencil brush off and just get that on that pencil brush again and put that like a lot closer to the lower lash line. So it'll kind of like look like it fades into that purple or fades out to that purple. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to take it, like pack it on this pencil brush, and then I'm gonna take it on a setting spray and like I'm just gonna press it on. Ooh, that looks cool. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see how cool it is on my lower lash line, but you can see the blue, which is cool. Yeah. Then I'm gonna take that same blending brush with just no extra product and just blend out those edges again. For the inner corner, I kind of want to take this shade, which is called Poppin' Bottles. And it's kind of like an eyeshadow topper. So I'm actually just going to take that on my pinky because why the hell not? Ooh, that's cool. It kind of has like a limey, that's like kind of like a bad description, like that sounds gross, but kind of has like a green limey reflect, which is really cool. Okay, first I'm actually gonna spray my face. I'm just gonna use the ColourPop All-Star setting spray. Kind of melt all those powders into place. And then I think I'm gonna go in with this color. This is Honey from Beauty Bakery. This is like one of their lip whips. This is my favorite liquid lipstick formula, and you either absolutely love it or you hate it. Like you hate it. But it literally will stay on your lips all day. Like I'll take naps with this on and it'll be perfect by the time I wake up. So this is just like my all-time favorite. You want to like make sure your lips are like exfoliated and hydrated before, but if you do that, it'll look great. If you do have a lot of like lines on your lips, like you have a lot of texture, I don't think you're gonna like this because it'll just settle into those lines. More like a glossy finish is gonna work for you, which they do have glosses, but I have not tried them. So, but I bet they're amazing because all their lip products are amazing. So, but this is the shade Honey, so I'm just gonna go in with that. I want the inner corner to be like a little bit more bold. So I'm gonna go in with this NYX Glitter Goals liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Polished. This is the prettiest liquid. Ooh, this is the prettiest liquid eyeshadow. I use this a lot on my brides. It's so beautiful. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm just gonna use my pinky again. Yeah, that's what I wanted. It complements that shadow underneath it really well too. Alrighty, so I think that's it. I think that's where I'm gonna leave the look. I'm really liking it. I love pretty much everything that I used. I still want to try that Kaja primer out because I really like the way it feels on my skin, but I just don't know if it's making like my foundation a little bit too slippery. So I'm going to keep trying that out. The only thing I was like really disappointed in was this glitter cream eyeshadow by Ulta. I just didn't love it. Like it honestly like didn't do much. Oh, now I'm looking at it. Oh, it like picked up. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can. It like picked up the eyeshadow. And I know that's not the eyeshadow or the primer because it didn't do that to me last time I used this palette. So let me try and fix that. Okay, so I just fixed it. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. The shade is pretty, like if it had like some base pigment to it, but it doesn't, and it doesn't do much. If you want like a glitter eyeshadow, I would try and find like a shade in the Glitter Goals by NYX. They're amazing, and I haven't had any problems with it like lifting eyeshadow up. So yeah, I would try one of those. But other than that, the highlighter is freaking amazing. I love that highlighter. The concealer, I'm loving. It does like look like I'm wearing foundation, like, but not in a bad way. Like you can tell I'm wearing foundation, but it doesn't look cakey. At least not right now. I need to wear it a couple more times to like really get my opinion on it. But right now I'm liking it. So there's that with that. I think that was all the new stuff I had. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Love you.